Good morning, my dear students. So, in this particular lecture, we are going to solve practice set 2.2 of chapter number 2, that is parallel lines. Okay. So, we will start with the very first question. The question is in figure. So, there is one figure given to us. Okay. There is line M, L9N, and a transversal is given. Okay, line L. Okay, what else is given? We have been provided with the two angles, that is x and y. The measure of angle y is 108 degrees. Okay, angle x is 71 degree. What we have to prove? We have to prove that these two lines, line M and line N, are parallel or not. We have to find whether these two lines are parallel or not. Okay. So how we can find this? First of all, we can write down the given data. So x is equals to 71 degrees, which is given, and y is equals to 108 degrees. Okay. Now, as we all know, line L is transversal. The line L is a transversal for line M and line N. Okay. So this particular line, that is line L, is a transversal for line M and line N. Okay. Now we can see that this angle x and y both are interior angles. Both are interior angles. Angle x and angle y are interior angles. Okay, they are interior angles. Okay, the angles which are between the two lines and on the same side of transversal are the pair of interior angles. So if I take the sum of angle x and angle y, if I take angle x plus angle y, so what is angle x? 71 degrees plus angle y is 108 degrees. Okay, the addition of these two will give me 179 degrees. I got angle x plus angle y is equal to 179 degrees. The answer is 179. It is not 180. So I can write angle x plus angle y is not equal to 180 degrees. Okay, now why I have written this? Both are interior angles. If the sum of interior angle is 180 degree, that means these two lines will be a parallel line. Okay, but as the sum of interior angle is not equal to 180 degree, that means I can write sum of interior angles is not supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degrees. Therefore, line M is not parallel to line M. Okay, both the lines are not parallel to each other. If the sum of interior angle is 180 degree, then those are parallel lines. But as the sum is not 180 degree, okay, the sum of the angle is not 180 degree, so both the lines are not parallel to each other. Okay. Now we'll see the question number 2. Now the second question from the practice set is in figure, if angle A is congruent to angle B, then prove that line L is parallel to line M. Okay. So again in figure you can see there are two lines, line L and line M. Okay. Line M is the transversal. The angles created by the transversal, that is angle A and angle B, are given here, and both the angles are congruent to each other. That means both the angles are equal. Okay. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that this line L is parallel to line M. Okay. Now in the figure you can see that this angle A and angle B, both the angles are pair of exterior alternate angles. Both the angles are pair of exterior alternate angles. As the exterior alternate angles are congruent, we can directly write that both the lines L and line M are parallel to each other. Okay, but I am going to solve this particular question via another method, so pay attention over here. Now what I will do, I will plot some points on this particular diagram. So I will take here point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, point F, point G, and point H. Okay, I have taken those points now. It is just for my simplification and easiness to solve this particular question. Now, as it is given that angle A is equal to angle B. Okay, this is the given data. Now what I will do, I will take angle ACB is equal to or is congruent to angle DCE. Okay, this angle and this angle both are congruent to each other, both are equal to each other. Why? Because both the angles are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are always congruent. Okay, so we will write the reason: vertically opposite angles. Okay, so what is angle ACB? It is nothing but angle A, so I can write angle A is equal to angle DCE. Okay, this will be my equation 2, and I will take this given as equation 1. Okay, then we can see that angle GEH and angle CEF, again these two angles are congruent to each other, and the reason is both the angles are vertically opposite angles. So I can write angle GEH is equal to angle CEF. Okay, again the reason is same, vertically opposite angles. Okay, don't use the short form while giving the reason, write the full form of it, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so what is angle GEH? It is nothing but angle B, so I have written angle B is equal to angle CEF. Okay, now I will take this as equation 3. From equation 1, 2 and 3, we can write angle DCE is equal to angle CEF. As you can see, angle A and angle B both are equal. We have this data from the given. Okay, it is given data to us that angle A and angle B both are equal. As the left hand side of equation 2 and equation 3 is equal, that means the the right hand side of the equation must be equal. Okay, so as we have written, angle BCE is equals to angle CEF. The reason is from equation 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now as we have got angle BCE and angle CEF equal, just pay attention on the given diagram. BCE and CEF, this particular angle and this angle, both the angles are alternate angles. What type of angles those are? Those are alternate angles. So I can take angle BCE and angle CEF are alternate angles formed by a transversal that is line M, okay, for line M and line L. Okay, so as alternate angles are congruent to each other, that means that line L and line M both are parallel, and we can write this by angle test. Okay, so by alternate angle test we have written this by AATest, that is alternate angle test. So therefore line L is parallel to line M, and the reason is by alternate angle test. Okay, by alternate angle test. So hence we have proven this particular question. Okay, in this particular we have find that line L is parallel to line M. So this is the solution for question number 2. Now we will see the question number 3. Now the question number 3 is, a figure is given where angle A and angle B, both the angles are congruent angle, and angle X and angle Y are again congruent to each other. Now line L, M and N are given to us. Okay, all these three lines have a transversal, that is line K. Okay, now what we have to prove, that line L is parallel to line M. Okay, and how we can prove that? Let us have a solution to it. So as I can write that line K is a transversal to line L and line M. First I am considering line L and line M. Okay, now angle A is congruent to angle B. Okay, it is given to us. As we know that angle A and angle B, both the angles are corresponding angles. Okay, if line K is transversal and L and M, both the lines are there, and angle A and angle B both are corresponding angles. Okay, angle A and angle B both are corresponding angles. Okay, so we know if corresponding angles or pair of corresponding angles are congruent to each other, that means that both the lines, that is line L, must be parallel to line M. Okay, both the lines are parallel to each other, that is line M is parallel to line Okay, M is parallel to line L. Okay, from by corresponding angle test, by corresponding angle test. Okay, so we have got line L parallel to line M, but what we have to prove that line L is parallel to line M. Okay, so for that, now we take line M and N, line M and line N. Okay, where this particular line, that is, I will take this as PQ. Okay, this PQ is a transversal for line M and line N. Okay, PQ is the transversal for line M and line N. Okay, where PQ is transversal where PQ is a transversal. So now you can see that angle X and angle Y, angle X and angle Y, both the angles are alternate angles. Okay, both angles are pair of alternate angles, pair of alternate angles. So as alternate angles are congruent to each other, that means as it is given that angle X is congruent to angle Y, okay, given. So as alternate angles are congruent to each other, we can write line M is parallel to line N. Okay, both the lines M and N are parallel to each other. This will be equation 2. Okay, and the reason is by alternate angle test. Okay, write the full form of AA, that is alternate angle test. Now we have got line L parallel line M and line M parallel line N. Now line L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N. That means line L is parallel to line N. All the three lines are lying on a same plane. Okay, where line M is parallel to line L as well as line N. That means line L is parallel to line M. देखो ये जो लाइन है M वो पैरेलल है L को भी और N को भी. इसका मतलब क्या है कि L और N दोनों भी एक दूसरे को पैरेलल है. मतलब सो वी विल राइट दिस line L line M and line N. Okay, all the three lines are in same plane, okay, all the three lines are in same plane, and line M is parallel to line L and line N. Therefore we can write line L is parallel to line N. Okay, three lines are parallel to each other. So this is the solution for question number 3. Okay, now in the next lecture we will solve question number 4, 5 and 6. Your homework is that you have to write down all these 3 solved example in your notebook. Okay, in the next lecture we will solve the next questions of the practice set 2.2. Okay, until then, goodbye.